Good morning, everyone. This is Anne Marie, and we're looking at SPY, presented to you by Motive Wave. Yes, taking a look at these charts. They're always great to look at. Nice, clean, straightforward looking charts. Last time I did a video, I said, hey, listen, looks like we could get to here. The following day, it did. Now, yesterday, we got a higher level before it collapsed. And this morning we are bouncing pre-market even after bad European PMI data, but you know, we're still bouncing. Here's my thought. My thought is what we're doing is bouncing into major congestion, probably this pivot event. As a matter of fact, let me check that for SPY right now on one of my other active charts, and we are sitting at 156.68. Let's see what this level is right here, 156.36. So we're somewhere around here at the top, pretty close to the resistance level. If we break out of here, there's a lot of room to run. We would be out of a big channel event, and we should move at least into this region, 158. So we've got to be prepared for that happening. It's not, you know, a lot of times when we're trading, what we do is take a look at things. There's that sense of disbelief where we go, that's not gonna hold, whatever. But if your charts and underlying technical indicators and candlesticks are all confirming, and here we have a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, yeah, that usually means another higher low, and that usually means another higher high. So we've got formations that look like if it breaches out of here, it's going to break to the upside. So take the trade and keep your stop tight instead of staring with disbelief and watching the run go by you, right? Move when the charts tell you to and get out when the charts tell you to. Don't sit around and take time to consider, to reevaluate and ponder, right? That's not the place for it. This is an action-based workspace, right? And those of us that do not act end up sitting on the tail end of things, right? Now, I'm not a person that gets in front of trades at all, but once they start, well, that's a lie. I do get in front of trades sometimes. Most of the time, I want to hit myself with a hammer afterwards. Once in a great while, that works out. Most of the time, it doesn't. Just saying. So what the best thing to do is, hey, listen, I'm the one that thinks, you know, we probably are going to go back to here if we're range bound. But if the chart refuses to tell me that it's range bound, or it considers the motion here, I consider the motion here, and it continues to draft to the upside, why in the world am I thinking about shorting here? That would be ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is, if it breaks out, it's going to be long action up into these regions. If it breaks down, going to be short action down into these regions. Simple. Simple. It's not about saying, well, you know, here's what could happen. The breakout could fail. Yeah, it could. And then you'd get stopped out right here and you'd go again. You can't be afraid to be wrong in this business. You just can't. All right? If you're wrong, adapt quickly. But see, that's the trouble. Most of us, A, don't want to be wrong, B, don't like to be wrong, and C, can't admit we're wrong when we're wrong. And that bleeds over into the market, and that is horrific psychology to use when you're trading. All right, that's my little diatribe for you today. You know, a lot of us know all about technique. We could sit around and paper trade into $1 million, but when it comes to real money, everything breaks down, and it's because you've got drivers that are short-circuiting appropriate execution events. And so you've got to figure out what those are. Most of the time is, I don't want to be wrong, I wish I wasn't wrong, I'm not going to admit that I'm wrong, or I'm really terrified of being wrong, right? And really that's all there is. Just throw that to the side. You're going to be wrong trading. I'm wrong trading all the time. Lots of people are wrong trading all the time and make loads of money. Why? We manage the risk. So if it pops out of here and breaks down at resistance level 2, guess what? Yeah, you take some profit when it starts leaning off of that. Or if it drifts down and you go, you know what? That's not going to hold. If it gets down into here, comes into your pivot, maybe that's where you put your stop, and then you're gone. Why? Because if it breaks your pivot, it's at least going to go into the VWAP. All right? So good luck trading. Use those pivot points. They're awesome. They're easy. They work. Have a great trading day.